Hello, friends. Hello out there. I don't know what's happening. Happy, oh gosh, what day is it? Oh my gosh, what day is it? Is it? Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello, friends. Hello, Chloe. Hi, Mark. Hi, Christina Perri. Oh, wait, that's me. Hi, Alexandria. Nina, hello. Thanks for staying up late. Hi, Brenda. That's for Hugo. This is so funny. Can you guys hear the sirens? Sorry, I'm in New York City right now, and it's loud. How's the audio? Yes, it's Thursday. Thank you, Bethany. I figured it out. How's everybody doing today? Where are you guys all located at the moment? Where are you tuning in from? Gosh, I'm just such a dork. And I feel even dorkier because I'm just alone in this room talking to myself. Indianapolis, cool. How's your new house? I don't have a new house yet. Alaska, wow, that's cool. I think that's the only state I've not been to in the United States. I'm excited about that. Cool. Hi, Matt in Los Angeles. Hey, Matt Kimball. Doing good in Florida. Cool, cool. Jake, I wish I was in Florida. I'd love to be in Disney World at fall time. Lancaster, PA. Went on a cool field trip in Lancaster, PA when I was in the 6th grade. Oh my God, you look so young. Well, thank you. I'm 30. Makeup free? Almost. I have a little bit of makeup on. Gotta do a brow every now and then. So, let's see. Let's chat, guys. I mean, first of all, I'm excited that you're all here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming to hang out with me on this lovely Thursday. I feel like we should chat about this episode that I did. That's why I'm doing this. I wanted to come on here and talk to you about the episode I did, answer any questions you have about this whole movement and project. I think it's so unbelievable. I hope you guys have checked it out. I hope you've watched my episode, but I hope you've watched all the others. There's 6 other seasons. I'm really excited to be a part of it now, but it's definitely been going on for a little while, and I just think it's so beautiful and lovely. So I'm going to talk about that today with you guys, and that's it. I mean, I was thinking, you guys should maybe ask me some questions, and then I can answer them, and then we can kind of open it up, and maybe I'll read some of the stuff that you guys write to me. Oh, my family in Italy is tuning in. Ciao! Ciao, familia! Cool with you guys? So let's do questions. Let's do questions first. Have you guys watched my What's Underneath episode, and what do you want to know about it? Hi, Fernanda. How are your eyebrows so perfect? Well, I appreciate that, but that doesn't have to do with the video, so I'm going to pause on answering that. I think the answer is that I'm Italian, and they weren't perfect my whole life, which is actually an issue that I talk about in the episode, is body hair. I don't know if there's anybody else out there who's extremely hairy, but, that's been an issue for me. At one point, these eyebrows were connected, so, I got a lot of stories about that. can I explain the project? Yeah, so basically, the women who run this are friends of mine, and they came to me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and they basically told me what they do, and then they sent me the video. There's a video about the mother and the daughter who put this whole thing together and who started this whole project, Elisa and Lily, and they're incredible. And basically what they did is, you know, they come from two different point of views. One being someone who was in the fashion industry and who was sort of taught to believe that beauty was something that was very similar and that all women sort of looked the same. Like, you know, in the late 80s and 90s, all of a sudden, you know, people started looking the same on the covers of magazines and on television and stuff like that. And this sort of turned her off. And then she had a daughter, and then the daughter went through incredible pain and body issues and all these things to try to be the women on the magazine covers and on television and stuff like that. And so it started basically from just their true life and their real stories, and that they were just like, is this really what it has to be? And so sort of pushing against that that norm of what basically what we're told is beautiful. Because, you know, I'm not the only person who's ever talked about this and who's done anything like this. I mean, it's definitely a real issue that, you know, there's what's considered beautiful, and then there's, you know, us and the bodies that we live in and that look at every day and have to somehow find a way to, you know, believe that we are beautiful. And that's, you know, that's crazy when you think about it that way, that it would be actually a challenge to do that. And so this project is taking people like me and all different other incredible women and men, doing an interview with them, but in a way that's more of a conversation. And throughout the conversation, throughout the interview, one by one taking off pieces of clothing. So I had to wear a bunch of layers, like hat and jewelry and sweater and stuff like that. And then throughout the interview, I was told to remove these articles of clothing, but not in a sexual way, just as part of the project. And what's really interesting is I was super nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was, you know, I've never been on camera in my underwear like that, and at first, like, that's what threw me off for a second. And then I realized, well, no, that's actually what this project is about, because it's not about what I look like on the outside. And so I really had a wonderful experience doing this video. I had a moment where I was sitting in the room, and I thought the more articles of clothing that I took off, the more uncomfortable I would be, the more closed off I would be, and in fact that is the opposite that happened. And you guys got to see about 13 minutes of the video, but I was there for probably like 2 hours. And from the beginning, I mean, you can tell actually in the beginning that I'm a little bit nervous, and I got less nervous as the interview went on. And I believe that that was because the women in the room were so lovely, but also the, you know, what was really happening in the room, which was I was telling the truth. I was telling my stories, and the more that I revealed about myself, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, the more comfortable I actually felt. So I think that's really interesting that we think the opposite. We think that we have to be closed off and we have to hide and we have to protect ourselves. And really what we need is to connect. And so I was connecting with these women and feeling more and more comfortable being myself. And then by the time I was in my underwear, I didn't even notice. And I was telling the truth. I was telling more of the truth towards the end than I was, you know, not that I was lying, but I was more open to telling stories as the interview went on. So anyway, I'm really going off on a tangent here. And I'm missing all of your comments, but I'm trying to answer this question that what even is this project that I did. So basically that's the video, and so it's hopefully encouraging people to really find what's beautiful in themselves, and to lean into that, because we all have ideas, different ideas of what beautiful is, but we're all the same, we're all connected. And so truth is beautiful, and vulnerability is beautiful, and connectedness is beautiful, and being exactly who we are in this moment is beautiful. So that's how I feel about it, and I was really, like I said, super honored to be a part of it. You guys can watch it on full screen. You have to sign up for the app. It's a free trial, so if you don't like it, you don't have to keep it, but that's the way to watch it. You have to sign up for it. And I believe my episode is episode 1 of season 7, so there's 6 other incredible seasons of this you can watch if you really love it, which I do, and I did. So yeah, I'm hoping that this has answered some of your questions. I'm getting lots of hearts and thumbs ups. So yeah, what about any more questions? Let's do that. I kind of just talked for a while. Anybody have questions about what it was like? You guys are all being really sweet. Well, then I have a question for you. I was curious, maybe if you guys want to answer the question, and I will do my best to read it. I'm curious when you guys feel beautiful, because that, I have to tell you, that is the moment that really tripped me up the most. So we were maybe about 3/4 of the way through the interview and talking about something else entirely, and someone said, so when do you feel beautiful? And this was a moment I remember the most from the whole experience. And I do interviews a lot. I talk a lot, obviously. And I couldn't answer it. And what's really funny is I was sort of going like, which is very unlike me. And then I was thinking in my head, well, just say something. Just say, you know, when my boyfriend tells me I'm beautiful, or when, you know, I wear a cute outfit, or when I get my hair and makeup done. Like, but those just weren't true. And, you know, I might feel comfortable to be looked at, but that doesn't mean that I, in that moment, feel actually beautiful. So I couldn't actually answer the question. I pretty much answered it with never. And that's a little bit crazy, thinking about it now. But it's just true. So for me, the hardest question to answer was when do I feel beautiful? And I think that has a lot to do with what we're told is beautiful. So constantly comparing ourselves to other, and this sort of dualistic thinking that we have and that we struggle with as human beings. So anyway, I'm curious as to challenge you guys to answer that question. When do you feel beautiful? I'm going to read your answers, so someone better give me a good one. It's not as easy as it sounds. Never have. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Girls with brains are beautiful. Yes, I agree. Everybody has a brain. Greg says he feels beautiful when he truly makes others happy. I think that's a huge, wonderful point. I think the only way to really feel beautiful is to be of service to other people. I don't know about you guys, but whenever that occurs in my life, I feel okay. And I think, you know, feeling beautiful falls into feeling okay. So I think being of service is the key. Andy feels beautiful when he's had his coffee. Well, me too. I'm having coffee right now. I just woke up. Amy says she's most beautiful when she sees her daughters. That's really, really lovely. I love that. I bet you that's the way to do it. I haven't had kids yet, but I hear that that's the most amazing thing. Sandra says that I make her feel inner beauty. Well, that's awesome, Sandra, because that's the key. That's really all that matters. This whole project is really helping me, guys. Okay, like I really needed to do this. Lily says she feels beautiful when she smiles and laughs at her own jokes. I do too. How about when you like do really funny Snapchats and you go back and you watch them and laugh on your own at yourself? Does anybody else do that? I do that all the time. Michael feels beautiful when he's writing poetry. Well, I agree with that also. I think that's great. I think I feel beautiful too when I'm creating, when I'm writing songs, when I'm singing. Eric feels beautiful when he's holding his kids. That's so cool. Tanya says whenever she's told by someone who loves her that she's beautiful because she trusts them and believes them. I think that's really key too. I think that, you know, we need to have people in our lives that really see us, because, you know, we're out in the world all day long. We're on the internet all day long. We're on Snapchat and we're on Instagram and all that stuff, and we put out what we want people to see. But we all need people in our lives that really see us, like our families and our closest friends. And you know what I mean, the difference between being seen and then really being seen. And so I think that those people who really see us, if they think we're beautiful, we should believe them for sure. These are great. Thank you so much for doing this with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Jerwin says, I feel beautiful when I'm with my best friends and family. Yeah. You know, it's funny, when I was doing the interview, that's what I said. I started off with like, well, when I'm like around my family, I feel, well, that's sort of comfortable. Like, it really took me a long time to kind of come up with an answer for that. But yes, beautiful. It's great to feel around your family. That's a good family. They make you feel beautiful. Thanks, Tom, for quoting my songs. These are really great. Keep them coming. I want to know when you feel beautiful. Also, please ask me questions and I'll answer them. I mean, literally, guys, you can ask me anything. Satra says, I feel beautiful with my friends and I just sit back and laugh past and recent funny moments with tears. Yeah, that's a great moment. I feel most beautiful when Mother shows how much she believes in me and in my passion for art. Walking by a total stranger and they give you a big smile. That's great. I think we should all smile at strangers. Singing in the car like nobody is watching. Yeah, Chelsea, I do that all the time. Where are you right now? I'm in New York City, everyone. It's a wonderful city. Mexico. I love Mexico too. I've never been to Mexico. I gotta come. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Hocus Pocus? I don't like scary movies. Wait, what's the other one? Oh, Casper? I'm a big fan of Casper, the Friendly Ghost. Yeah. Is there anyone you want to do a song with? Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, I'd like to do songs with lots of people. I'm trying to think specifically. I don't know. I'm a really huge fan. Everyone knows I love Ryan Tedder. Also, I can't stop listening to this Ben Rector album. I don't know about you guys, but so I feel like I'd really love to work with him. I'm also the biggest fan of Haley from Paramore. Everyone knows that too. I'd really love to sing with her. There's a lot of people that I would like to sing with. Chris Martin is still at the top of my list. Also Billy Joel and Paul McCartney. Why not? If you could choose between never drinking coffee again, oh, the question went away. I'm not going to choose whatever the other thing was because I love coffee. What was rock bottom for you when you weren't sober? Well, funny enough, I don't talk about this that much, but rock bottom for me happened a couple times. I don't know, people who are sober probably know what I mean, that a lot of times it's not like physically rock bottom that we hit before we get sober, that it's more of like an emotional rock bottom. So for me, it really wasn't about drinking, it wasn't physical, it was just this emotional pain that I was in and just this like feeling like I was cut off from the whole world, and it was because of that, and when I didn't drink or do drugs or anything, I felt connected to people. And so for me, it was a decision I made like out of sadness that I got sober, and it's been like 4.5 years, and I'm super happy about it. So you don't have to have a super physical rock bottom to get sober, FYI. Nicole, your song Humans helped me so much. Well, thanks, Nicole. Beauty comes from trust and confidence in ourselves. So when you start believing in yourself, you're already beautiful. I think that's really true. I think there's so much that we can do to get on the right path to feeling beautiful inside. I think there's so many things, and I think it comes from, love and kindness, and not comparing yourself. I think that's like, look, I'm only 30. I'm not going to like totally preach. I'm learning so much every single day still, but the less I compare myself to other people, the more chances I have to feeling, beautiful, confident, and just okay. I just want to feel okay, honestly. Like, feeling beautiful would be amazing all the time. It doesn't happen all the time, but feeling okay with who I am is a really nice place to be, and I think that comes mostly from not comparing myself to other people. Hey, Fernanda. Do you like black or white coffee? Well, when I drink coffee, I don't drink any milk or sugar. How's everybody doing? Are you having a good time hanging out with me? You guys have any more questions? Kiki wants to know, how do I feel about moving to New York City? I'm super excited about moving to New York City. I've wanted to live in New York City since I was 13, actually, or maybe 12. Whenever the movie Coyote Ugly came out, I remember I was a kid and I was obsessed with that movie, and I started, like, I had this little leopard box and I put money in it every time I babysat, and it was like my moving to New York City fund. And I was going to move there when I was 18, and then instead I moved to Los Angeles, which was great, and I was there for like 9 years, but it is time, and I'm moving to New York City, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also terrified. I haven't found an apartment yet. It's actually like way harder than I thought it was going to be to look for one. So yeah, but I'm moving in a couple weeks, so I'm excited. Tell us about the first song that you wrote. First song I wrote was called The Perfect Man for Me. I was 15 and madly in love for the first time in my life, and then he cheated on me, and I wrote Tragedy was the second song I wrote. So yeah, that's how it's been going since the beginning. How have you changed since doing What's Underneath? Hey Mona. Well, I truly think about things a little bit differently. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not just saying that because of the episode. I hit some core inside myself when I was doing that interview, when I couldn't answer the question, when do I feel beautiful? I've not forgotten. I did this interview, by the way, months ago. And since that moment, and since I did it, I realized that that just didn't sit right with me. I didn't understand how at 29 and a half at the time, I could not be able to answer that question when I, feel beautiful. And so to me, I really decided to lean into that and to figure out what it is and what's been going on in my life that is making me, blocking me from this understanding of beauty. And so I'm looking at things differently. I truly am. I mean, there's something so amazing about being cracked open like that. And I felt like I was really cracked open from that interview, which is such a blessing. I feel, so lucky that I got to do something like that. I encourage everyone to do something like that with their friends, or, to write and to try to find that core issue that you're having with yourself that's really blocking you, because I think all of us can feel beautiful inside. But we all have different traumas and different things that have occurred in our lives that are literally blocking us from that spirit and from that light and from that beauty. And so I really feel like I had a shift in my perception, which I think is the coolest thing ever. And so I'm really, really glad that I did this video. Anyway, if you're just joining in now, we're talking about the What's Underneath episode that I did. It's on the full screen app that you can download and sign up for and watch all these incredible videos. I'm the first episode of season 7. And, we talk about a lot of things. I tell my story again, and then throughout the story, I kind of discover some things about me and beauty and all that stuff. And so I really encourage you to check it out and also to get involved. I feel like I'm not the only person that is super behind this concept that, what we're told is beautiful is not the definition of beautiful. All right, let's do more questions, guys. Okay, my favorite tour. Let's see, I did 18 tours in the past 6 years. My favorite one was probably the summer tour I did with Colby Calais and Rachel Platten, just because it was like the best vibe tour. I don't know if it was summertime. I don't know if it was my outfits. I don't know if it was like the video screens that we had. But it was just all around really positive and empowering sort of tour. And probably the Jason Mraz tour, the One Republic tour, the Ed Sheeran tour are also in my top tours. Aside from the headlining tours that I did, I felt very lucky. Also, playing a show with Billy Joel a couple months ago in my hometown for 50,000 people was pretty sweet. But that was only one show, so I can't really call it a tour. All right, you guys got more questions? You want to tell me more stories of when you feel beautiful? Let's do this. I'm hanging out still. Have I ever considered writing a book? Yeah, That's actually really cool. I mean, I love reading books. Right now I'm reading Richard Rohr. I'm obsessed with Richard Rohr. I listen to all his podcasts, and right now I'm reading The Naked Now. Yeah, I would probably be down with writing a book at some point in my life. I feel like I want to live a little life more, because I feel like I'm still in just such like a beginning. I don't know, this thing about turning 30 and returning to Saturn, like I feel like a new chapter of my life has begun, and like people who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s say that your life really begins at 30, so like I shouldn't write a book now if my life just begun. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not opposed to it, that's for sure. I definitely write. I write all the time. I write in a journal every single day. A journal, all the time. Theme song for my life? I don't know. Theme song. Like, if I had a song and, like, if I was, like, walking down the street and, like, a song just started playing, it probably wouldn't be very cool. It'd probably be some like musical theater jam, and I'd be like snapping and clapping. I don't know, I'll think about it. Oh, you know what? It'd probably be I don't know. I want to pick something from Mary Poppins, but is that weird? I'm not British. I don't know. I'm gonna still think about it. All right, guys, come on, ask me questions. What has inspired me to work in my field? Well, I don't know. Creativity. Creativity hit me at a really young age. Didn't know what it was. Made me feel really uncomfortable. I was like the definition of emo. Thank God they didn't have Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram when I was 13, because I would have just been like with the one single tear, like, doing the videos in the dark, and like this close is why I did that. Because I was like super emo and I didn't know what was wrong with me, and so writing songs really saved my life. I was super, super sad my whole life, like just incredibly melancholy. I now know I was a songwriter, and so that makes me feel better about that, and I had to do some work to find that, but the music industry sort of almost picked me in a sense. Like I thought maybe I'd give songs of mine to other people because I was way too shy and I get stage fright, and so I didn't think I'd actually perform. But then, incredible, fateful experience occurred, and Jar of Hearts happened, and then I did, and, here we are at 6 years later, and this is the industry that I'm in. So, it's interesting. I don't feel like a superstar. I never have, and never really pictured myself, like, on the cover of magazines and things like that. But it's a really cool platform that I get to have to share my truth and my stories with people, and so I'm super grateful. I get to talk to you guys. I get to be a part of the world in this way that I never thought that I could. I get to sit in hotel rooms by myself and talk to my phone and hope that people are listening, You should be in a Star Wars film. Yes, I should. Or I shouldn't, because like, I don't know, I don't want to see behind the curtain. Like, sometimes I've seen like behind the curtain of my favorite things, and like it just, like changes them in a way. So like, I don't know, if I ran into Harrison Ford, or any of these people from Star Wars, and like, I don't know, if like he wasn't Han Solo, like I think I'd be so disappointed. I mean, I get it, he's like, a man and has a private life and whatever, it's fine, but I'm such a fan of Star Wars that I don't know if I'd actually want to be in the film. I think I enjoy just, being a part of it. A song that reminds you of your childhood. When I was a kid, the first song I ever sang actually was Somewhere Out There, Someone Saying a Prayer. There's a video of it on YouTube, actually. So, Fievel and American Tail, that's probably like insta childhood memory is that song. Would you ever consider Dancing with the Stars? No, I don't think any of you want to see me actually dancing. I think that if you guys have come to my show, you see that I am not that great of a dancer. I mean, I do my own thing, like, I own it, but like, I couldn't do ballroom dancing. There's no way. Danny says she's met amazing people through me. I'm not sure how, but that's awesome. I'm really stoked. I'm hoping through the internet, and I'm hoping that they're really nice. I think all of you guys are actually really nice. I just want to say I'm really happy and proud to have you guys in my life. And when you guys all talk to each other and do cute things, like I see it because like I'm always online, and you guys are just so kind and nice to each other, and that makes me feel really happy. I just want to say that. I'm so excited that Once Upon a Time is coming back. Thank you for bringing that up. I know we should talk about what's beautiful, but like what's beautiful is Captain Swan. So I'm really excited we get that back on Sunday. Yeah. What's one thing you like about yourself? All right. One thing I like about myself. Well, probably my hair. I have to say, like, I'm grateful I'm a Leo. Here's the thing. Ready? Let's tie this full circle. I talk a lot about body hair in this What's Underneath episode. And it is true, in fact, that I feel like I have to deal with a lot of hair maintenance. I don't know about other hairy women out there or other Italian women or other cultures, but I, have always dealt with this, and I talked about it, but I also didn't talk about the other side of it, which is like, yeah, I've got, really long and healthy and thick hair, and I'm cool with my eyebrows now, so I have to give a little credit. I mean, I should probably give credit to my parents who made me, but I like to look at the positive spin on this, that if I wasn't so hairy, maybe I wouldn't have hair on my head that I like so much, so, that's worth it, and so I'd say, yeah, I'm cool with my hair. Right now it's a little bit red, back to 2013. Yeah, I'd say that's what I like on the outside, and then maybe on the inside, I'll say that, I think I'm a little bit open. I think, like, people have told me, and I kind of understand, like, a lot of people start relationships, conversations, and new experiences a little bit closed, and then throughout time, they feel comfortable, and then they open up and let people in. I do the opposite. I start really open. I really like meeting people. I really like new experiences, and like, I like that quality, I guess, about me. I've never really thought about it much until recently, but someone said that to me, and it made sense that, yeah, I'm an open person, and I trust, and I have an open heart. And sure, have I been hurt like a lot? Yeah, but I continue to stay open, and I think that that's a blessing, So what do you guys like about yourselves? Favorite TV show? Obviously Once Upon a Time, but also Mr. Robot. Please don't say anything. I haven't watched the season finale, which was last night. I'm going to watch it today. I have to sleep now. What makes me feel beautiful is people giving compliments. Take care of yourself. All right, bye, Curtis. Good night. Hi, Adam Jackson. A lot of my friends are in here. What do you hate the most? I don't hate many things. I'm not a hateful person. I probably hate hate. I think it's really unnecessary. Is there a particular book that made an impression on you? Yes, my number one favorite book of all time, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Also, Brene Brown's books really changed everything for me when it comes to vulnerability. And then, like I said earlier, Richard Rohr is changing my life all over again with The Falling Upward and The Naked Now. I highly recommend those if you're on a mission for a spiritual path. One dream. It's really interesting. I kind of have to redo a lot of my dreams because I feel very fortunate that a lot of my dreams have come true. So new dreams would be, being authentic and having a family and writing, something I'm really proud of for a third album, and enjoying life and just being a loving human. Do you like rings? Actually, not really. I'm not really a jewelry person. I go through phases, but I'm not super into rings. Hey guys, I'm going to wrap this up soon. I just wanted to chat with you guys. I wanted to hear about what you think is beautiful, when you think you're beautiful, and also hope that you guys watch the episode, and also that you check out the whole movement, the What's Underneath movement. I'm going to support it forever. And I also think there's a ton of ways that you guys can get involved, and I think it's really amazing. You can find it on full screen, And my episode's up now, and I'm just telling the truth. I'm just sitting there and I'm telling the truth. So I encourage you guys to tell the truth about yourselves and to move out of the way and let yourself be loved. I mean, that's sort of the whole reason why we're here on this planet, you know. So I hope that you guys can search and find the thing that's in you that's blocking you from being loved. And I love you, that's for sure. I really do. And I love that you came to hang out with me today. Anybody want to add anything before I go? Have you ever tried to look pretty just to make other people like you? Yeah, I feel like that's what we always do, you know? But that's the thing I'm learning, that it doesn't even matter. You know, I feel like if you... Here's the thing, and I know I'm not wrong, because we all know people that are incredibly beautiful on the outside, but not incredibly beautiful on the inside. And I think that it's more important to be beautiful on the inside, because then that shines through. And you know when you're having a great day and people say, oh my gosh, you just look so nice, you know? And it's probably because you're feeling this love and light inside of you, and that's what's coming out. I think people can see that. I think that that's what happens in my video. I think that's what happens in all the other videos. I think people have this realization that, you know, that it's an inside job. We all have to go inside and take care of what's going on inside. And that's the way to feel beautiful. And I think look beautiful. So trying to look beautiful for other people, I think is not going to last. And I, for one, am all about working on the inside. And then finding that true beauty. I mean, not to be super cheesy, but like that's exactly what it is. You know, if you can just be cool with who you are. And it's so unfair that we're all walking around on this planet and all we do is think about that we're unhappy with what we got. You know, like I choose to be the other way. I didn't really realize it was such a choice in my adolescence and my younger years, you know. Like I realize now that it is a choice, that I can walk around and make the most of what I got, you know. So I really encourage you guys to do that. And how's your dog Bella? She's great. She is the best. Everything else is good. I'm working on writing and moving and just so many things going on in my life. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful September and fall. This is my favorite time of year. And I will keep you guys posted on all the things I'm doing. And I appreciate your support on this project. And I appreciate all the love that you're sending my way, and I feel it, and I really hope that I get to see you guys soon. And keep sharing, and keep searching, and keep, you know, discovering what it is about yourself that makes you feel beautiful. All right? Have a good day. I'm going to go, guys.